Last time on WTFisodes.
Vin Diesel. What have you been blown away by him in? Not the movie. Not because
Dude,
the movie
only
was good.
movies he does is Fast and Furious, or Triple X.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
it.
And what is the difference between Dom, Triple X, Riddick, the Tooth Fairy?
He was a Tooth Fairy.
And any other bullshit he was in. They're all the same character because they're all just him going, yeah, exactly. And that's him going. And that's him going. Like that's it. He sucks. And most of the familiar Corona. Like, god damn. I'm an actor. This is it.
What I was going to say is, if I was one of those guys that had to be sacrificed, I would immediately cut my dick off. You ain't having this dick. I'm going to get... He's not going to have my dick. I'm cutting off my dick.
I feel like that's something... That's weird. Okay? I'm going to say it now.
It's not weird.
It's real weird.
If I'm going out, you're not having my dick.
Why do you care? You're dead. And your last act on this
It's my
earth.
last act
Your
of
last
revenge.
act on this
so
earth.
now, not
It was a
only,
revenge.
hold on,
It doesn't matter.
hold on.
He could probably pick up your shriveled little dick off the ground and absorb it anyway.
Not only is he not gonna have my dick, he's gonna not have a dick.
Yes, he fucking would.
No, he
would just go to someone else with a dick.
You can only absorb the people when I take the little
dicks.
The vessels. You can only get the vessels. You can only absorb if you get the curse of the vessel.
It didn't say if you cut your dick off, he doesn't get your dick.
Oh, but it does.
And they didn't cut his dick off. He doesn't need a dick.
I mean, if you think about it,
he doesn't need a dick.
If you did that, but he still absorbed other people,
yeah,
it would only be partial.
Yeah. Right. He's coming for your liver, and you're like, your last act is you're like, fuck you, and you cut off your own dick, and then he takes your liver, and he's like, but the mummy's like, wow, that's it.
Okay,
that's it.
Right.
He's coming He's coming for your tongue, and you're like, take this, mummy, and you cut off your own dick, and that's the last thing you ever do.
What if he was?
That's the last thing you ever do.
The Pharaoh, Imhotep would have been like, oh damn, this guy is. All right, and then he probably would
crazy.
He probably would have been like, "Never mind, I want this part of my body."
No, I feel like he's
this
seen
guy
worse.
Just cut off his dick.
He's been through worse. He's just like freaked
I guess
out.
That's true. Yeah.
He would just never forget you, but in a bad way. He'd be like, "Okay."
Wait. Okay, so
is that really how you want to go out?
All right, okay.
Great.
No.
Great plan, RJ.
I would have cut off my dick, and then he would have pulled he would have been absorbing me, and I would have obviously got absorbed from the bottom down, right?
Obviously.
Hold on.
Obviously.
No. Okay, hold on. I'm not done, dude. All right. I'm trying. Okay. All right. Put on your damn headphones.
So you're getting absorbed from the feet up, and you're dying. And so the last thing you see, you glance down and see your severed dick, and then you see he has like a 12-inch dick just swinging, and you're like, oh no. So it's like insult to injury that it's big. You wouldn't have wanted your dick. He has this huge dick.
WTFisodes, WTFisodes. You are tuning in to What the Episodes.
Hey.
Now that was my favorite intro.
No way. I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
All right.
Okay. Hey, what's up? Episode 6.
Oh my God, I say oh my God every time.
Yeah.
I say the
I know.
number, I go,
It's
oh my
crazy.
God.
It's insane. Episode 6. And guess what we're talking about?
What we originally talked about. In spite of it not being the actual.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're going back. We're going back in time to episode 1.
The Van Gogh returns.
Van Gogh returns. Yeah. So we're going to talk about some the original TMNT.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. 1991? 1990.
Oh my
God. Forever.
Wow.
I was watching it and I was like, God, dude, 1980s movies, I swear to God. And I was like, oh, it's 1990. But it's like, dude, 1990 movies are still 1980s movies.
Yeah. It was made in 1989, 88.
And then released on 90. Yeah. And I bet
you the costumes were made in 88.
Yeah.
And then everything else was made in 89 or 90.
Yeah. I don't know. I remember watching this video. It's like a tribute to the 1980s movies, like Back to the Future and like I don't know. It was Gremlins, another 80s movie. Yeah, so Gremlins and like just like how they're like a bunch of old stars that starred in those movies. We're talking like about the good old days of like the 1980s filming experience.
The same the star. You mean the stars that are not still famous?
No.
In any other context.
So it's super. I think it's so funny because if you watch those movies, they're so bad. I feel like the premises were like really just out there, ridiculous. They were futuristic in a sense, like, oh, this is what the future is going to be like Back to the Future.
Dude. There were so many depictions of the future that we have passed. Now, I have never understood why they're like 2000. That sounds like the future. Because it does, but you know that you're going to be alive then, right?
Yeah.
If everything goes well for you, you should be alive. Like, you should only be 20 years older.
Yeah.
So maybe set it
like
2100. I don't know. Literally anything except just 2000 something.
Oh yeah.
All of it was 2000 something. Terminator says that the apocalypse of mankind happens in 1997. Why? But Terminator is the only one I can forgive, and even that is insane to me because Terminator had to at the same time be in the future. Well, the characters come from the future, Kyle Reese and the Terminator. But John Connor has to be born in the 80s.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's
so
like
that one had to be close enough.
Yeah, it's almost
the only one.
It's almost like if the Matrix was like, oh yeah, the robots are going to take over in 2020. You know?
Right. No. What was it?
I don't know.
Dude, I think it was it was different. The Matrix was like they took over in the 90s.
Did they?
But
you sure?
Yeah, but we're living in a alternate 90s.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, I see.
Like it.
Well, that came out in like 2000, right?
Like, or no, it was that the humans don't know what year it really would be anymore.
Yeah,
because they've lost apparently everything was digital, I guess, and that's all gone.
Yeah, dude, the Matrix.
There wasn't any books that had numbers on them or anything.
Dude, we'll have to do a Matrix episode because that movie, that whole like, well, I mean, the first movie, I'll say you were just trying to not like rope yourself into watching 2 and 3. I don't mind them. Like, I like the trilogy. I watched them like last year. But it's the first one's the best one, and so we'll do one on the first one for sure. But yeah, back to TMNT and how the 80s movies were so tropey with radioactive ooze and
they
and the Toxic Avenger. If anyone knows who that is, it was a dude that got covered in radioactive waste,
toxic waste.
toxic waste.
Was it it's probably both.
Yeah.
Just toxic radioactive waste.
Well, yeah. You need some kind of...
It has to be a reason that he got like
some DNA
super
splitting.
straight.
Yeah. And he fights people with a mop. So, yeah, that's.
I've seen the trailer. The trailer's like, it doesn't show him.
Yeah.
It shows like the back of him or his legs or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, he is so hideous that we cannot show him to you here. But it was just, we need to get as many people in to see this shitty movie.
Dude, okay. I think it was a live action movie, right?
Yeah. There's like 3
oh my god,
or
dude,
so.
The first movie.
There might be more than 3.
I think it was a brutal series too. I think he killed the dude by putting him in a pizza oven.
Well, yeah, because it's like kind of a horror movie too.
Yeah,
and all that company, all they make is just schlocky horror films.
Okay, yeah.
So that one was like, this one's a superhero, but it's just a schlocky horror film.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
The first movie,
but the monster was the good guy.
Yeah, it's coming back to me.
No,
there was hardcore racism in that movie, and the Toxic Avenger gets it on with a hot blind chick.
Holy shit.
He is so ugly and gross.
Like, he's like Ben Grimm.
Yeah, but
in Marvel Comics, the thing.
Oh yeah.
The blind girlfriend.
Always a blind
how
girlfriend.
Ridiculous he looks.
Yeah. But yeah,
dude, penis is made.
I almost feel like we need to watch that movie and do an episode on that
on the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, shit. And we'll bring Coupon because he watched that with me the first time, and we were both laughing our asses off.
Man,
yeah, we'll do a Toxic Avenger because why not?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
why not?
And everything from the 80s is cool now.
Oh yeah,
apparently, even though it's mostly bad.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, about this movie, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 1990, pinnacle of 80s teenage angst. And
oh shit, Donatello.
Oh, what about
Donatello? His voice, Corey Feldman.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
And we didn't even
like pinnacle 80s.
Sam Rockwell.
Dude, Sam Rockwell
as the head
is in it like
thug.
A lot, yeah.
As the head thug. He didn't even have a name. He was just head thug.
Head thug, and he's the most successful actor in the movie, including Corey.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I mean? Yeah, the Academy Award winning actor.
No, Sam Rockwell's good.
Oh,
he can dance. Good. He's got that dance too. He does the I don't know.
Justin Hammer dance.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's what did he base it off of?
Oh, I don't know. Did he? I don't remember.
I can't remember his name. James Brown.
Is it James Brown? Yeah, I guess. Yeah. It is like a James Brown. Was he dancing to James Brown?
I don't think so.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I haven't seen Iron Man 2 in a long time.
I'm just picturing like, get on up. Come on now. Get on up. Is that
He comes out and it's like, say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. And he's like, just with Justin Hammer. That would have been great, actually.
Yeah. No, he was great as Justin Hammer. Yeah.
I know. I think he's going to be in that new show, Armor Wars.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
As he should, because I mean
we've only seen Justin Hammer once since Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
It was in that short about the Mandarin.
Yeah.
He's just in that prison.
It's the whole Iron Man like series was based off of like Iron Man trying to stop people from stealing his tech. Like that was like his whole thing.
Like that Armor Wars show, I bet you is going to be all of the stuff they should have done in Iron Man movies that they did not do. Like Iron Man 1, very good.
Yeah.
It's still one of the best MCU movies, I think. But 2, not as much. And if there's good stuff in it, I don't hate the movie. It's just not good. Yeah. And, but it's still, there's so much cool stuff in it that it doesn't matter. There's not good.
I mean,
and
like,
then the third one fucked up the Mandarin, so it's almost unforgivable. But I guess we'll get that in Shang-Chi.
Yeah, we'll have to, like I said,
revisit the early MCU, dude.
Yeah. I need to unload.
It's a mixed bag.
I need to unload on some Iron Man. All right. This is not the podcast for that.
Iron Man. Yes, I remember.
I've had a hard on for Iron Man my whole life.
You thought he was cool when he was lame. which is to say before Robert Downey Jr.
You know, it's always cooler to like something before it's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's not cool to say that. To then say that out loud and be like, "Hey, see how cool I am? You see how fucking cool
my
I am?"
hipster mustache would say otherwise.
All right. Yeah.
I eat spinach. I don't know.
Popeye reference, or is that just
No. I was trying to think of like what hipsters eat. Like, I don't know.
kale?
Yeah, kale would be one. Yeah.
All right.
I'm sure spinach is one.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
It's a
Just
green.
eat all your greens. Yeah, they just eat healthy. They rock mustaches. They wear bowler hats and
eat vegetables.
and they wear monocles.
Yeah.
They wear monocles.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure.
Hey,
yes.
if you haven't seen a hipster with a monocle on, then they're not hipsters. You're not. That's not a hipster.
Pocket watch monocle, man. The combo.
God, we haven't even talked about the movie yet.
No.
Yeah, let's get into it.
This is what I would consider the third of the good comic book movies ever made. This is the third one. And that when it came out in 1990. It was the third good comic book movie.
What was the first?
Superman.
Oh, okay.
Superman the movie. Only the first one. The second one, which a lot of people seem
say
to
that one's the best
remember,
one.
is the best one because he fights like Zod.
Yeah.
It's awful. It's a horrible piece of shit, and with everyone's bad in it except Christopher Reeve. Well, and Terrence Stamp, who plays Zod.
Oh,
because
okay.
he's awesome.
Yeah.
But he's way over the top, and it is a bad movie. It is very bad.
Then why does everyone say it's the best one?
Because they remember being kids watching Superman fight other people with, for some reason, not the same powers as Superman.
Mm-hmm.
They all had different powers.
Yeah.
Just ran. Zod had telekinesis. For instance, in that movie,
Wait,
he picks
why?
up. I don't know. He picks up.
He's a Kryptonian.
He picks up something with his heat vision. I don't remember what it was.
Wait, what?
Yeah, dude.
Wait, is that the same film where Superman throws like an elastic?
You better
thing off
believe
his
it
chest?
is, dude.
Like,
Yeah, and it
that's
just
off his
envelops
chest?
Zod, and it knocks him down, and that's it. But like, it doesn't hurt him. It doesn't keep him encased. He's just knocked down, and then he's done being knocked down. He gets back up. It doesn't stop Zod. What stops Zod is when Superman tricks him into getting rid of his powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I ever mention that I hate
But
Superman?
it's bad. Yeah, you have. And it's ridiculous. Superman's the greatest superhero. I'm not saying he's my favorite superhero. I'm saying he's the greatest superhero of all time.
He's not your favorite, but he's the greatest.
He's the greatest. I would say just my favorite based on just crap I like. I don't know. I'll get into it.
We'll do a
point.
versus on that. A whole episode, just a versus
I
on
think
how
Superman is a great character. And I think people say that he's hard to write for, and that's why these movies are bad. That's why he doesn't constantly have all these great comic books when like Batman does. Because Batman's easy, he's a person, right?
Yeah.
Kind of. Like he's Sherlock Holmes ninja.
Yeah.
Just everything.
Yeah.
But okay,
Everything a kid
he's
loves.
a person, yeah. But yeah, and he has this badass car. He's just whatever, right? He's like every cool trope that a person could be. But like
well written.
Except the bat stuff, which I guess he makes cool or something. Because bats in
weird.
real life are not cool.
What?
But they're not cool.
What
animals.
are you?
They're just.
Hold on.
They look. Have you seen them?
Okay.
You
All
think
right.
that?
You said that bats aren't cool?
Yeah, I don't.
They
think,
are
I don't
literally
think that rats with leathery ass wings that eat fruit mostly.
They eat, what are you talking about? They eat moths. They like. Do you not know the habitat of a bat?
I forgot they eat moths.
They eat bugs. All right, they eat bugs.
Okay, I was
sometimes
talking about a fruit bat.
There's a few bats that drink blood, but besides that. Dude, bats are so metal, all right? They have your leathery ass wings. They sleep upside down. They form their own little blanket to keep them warm at night.
I know, and shit all over their own bodies and face.
Yes. As you should, as a metal ass. Metal ass.
I guess it is
Just
metal,
dripping down your face.
Shitting on yourself.
Batman also does that.
I don't think they're not inherently cool animals. They're not.
Dude, the major diseases are created by their guano. Like, have you heard about those people?
Cool.
That is metal and awesome as.
It's not awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
They're like linked to cool things or things that used to be cool, like vampires. They're not cool anymore.
Vampires are still cool. I think so. Right. Hey, with the new Blade coming out, I think it's going to be badass. Cool again.
I hope so.
Yeah, Twilight ruined everything.
Twilight and like, I don't know. I'm not
Stephanie
a big
Meyer
fan of
ruined everything.
People love Anne Rice's vampires. I don't love them. I don't like that they're just in their like 17th century clothing, just like these foppish rich people. Just like they're always just. I don't. That's not my favorite depictions either.
Well, I mean, they have the new Morbius movie coming out.
Yeah, maybe that's where.
Yeah, maybe that will be the
Maybe Blade will get his powers from Morbius the way he should.
Yeah, well,
the way he does in the comics.
Yeah,
we'll see. I don't think that's the way he should. I think that's the comic book way.
Yeah. Maybe Jared Leto.
The way he should is the movie way, where his mom was bitten. That's awesome. But yeah, they're connected to cool things like vampires and Batman.
Yeah,
it's not because bats are cool that you're thinking of this.
You're
thinking
cool.
of because their wings look like demons' wings. Okay, demons are cool then, not bats.
Dude,
not bats.
Bats are actually
Batman
very
is cool.
Dude, I think you just have a bat phobia. I think you're just
I'm not afraid of bats. I just think they're
cute as gross. Hell, dude. They're cute.
Oh God. All right.
They're cute. Bats are cute. They're awesome. Depending on what species, they have different faces. Some of them have like those rat faces. Sometimes they have those like weird, pokey, giant nose faces. Dude,
and you bats think all are cool. Of them are cute and cool.
Bats are cool, and I understand why Batman decided to be Batman. All right,
because he lives above a bat cave. That's probably why.
That could be the main reason why. Hey, in different alternate universes, he was an owl. All right,
kinda.
Owlman.
Owlman is not Bruce Wayne though, but yeah.
Well, I mean, he's
that's
the same
character.
Thing. Yeah.
Thomas Wayne Jr.
Yeah.
You're like, okay.
I'm just saying, anything he could have went out and like saw a tree and been like, "I'm Tree Man," you know.
So you think
he could have fell through the floor of his mansion and saw a tree and been like,
part of his origin
okay.
in the comics is literally it was just whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He was dying, and then he was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna sit here and die, unless." Well, he's talking like to his dead father, like, unless you send me something that tells me I should keep going. And then a bat just crashes through the window, and that's why he chooses Batman.
Okay.
So if it was anything else,
if it was a baseball. Like how we both go to baseball, too.
It's just Alfred out there cracking baseballs, I guess. They live on like a giant fucking property.
Baseball man.
Yeah, I'm baseball man.
He runs around with baseball bats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
still be that links us straight back to TMNT
in real life.
Casey Jones.
In real life, Casey Jones would be scarier to people than Batman. Because Batman, we're shown in movies, we're shown in stuff that people are fucking scared of this guy.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't immediately be scared of this guy because I guess after he kept breaking their bones, but it's not the bat stuff, which the movies and stuff lead us to believe that, no, it's the costume. No, it's the fact that there's a guy in a mask breaking their bones.
Yeah.
That's what it would really be. It wouldn't be, we're all terrified of bats, right, people? No. It'd be that there's a fucking guy in a mask hurting us. And, Casey Jones would be way scary because I think Casey Jones, as shown in this movie, I think, they don't say it, is homeless.
That's exactly what I was thinking, dude. I was like, what the
crazy
hell?
Guy who beats people up with different sports equipment.
Yeah, he's like he's like Jason, he wears like a Jason mask, right? And I think that's another time during that time. Yeah,
his own.
And I feel like
that made.
Yeah, I feel like if Batman like Batman jumped on him, it would be like that scene. He's like, I'm just like you. And then he'd be like, I'm not wearing hockey pads. You know, it'd be exactly the same. It's the same situation. Yeah, Casey Jones is the weirdest, and they never really explain his origin in this movie. He just kind of shows up.
Yeah, like I know that Casey Jones is supposed to be like he used to be a professional hockey player and got injured.
Yeah.
And
he said that he like for a
right?
second. He says that something about like, played pro for like a second.
And he has, I don't know what his real origin ever was. I don't know what the old comics are. I know what the newer comics are. It's just more complicated Casey Jones stuff.
You don't need to make him he's a homeless dude with long hair that beats up teenagers.
Like he and Raph have a backstory together.
Oh, yeah.
Because Raph is not part of the Turtles initially. He's separate. Like they're together. Raph is taken like before they change. So Raph's just a lone mutant.
What the?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
But he was part of that.
Well, yeah, they're all together at that one time when they got the mutagen, and then where he was taken by an alley cat. And then Splinter scratches the alley cat's eye out, which gives the alley cat powers later on. Because the mutagen is all over Splinter.
Of course.
And then, so the alley cat is a villain.
In the future?
Yeah, in the future. He's like a man-sized alley cat with one eye. And then,
right.
Called Old Hobbs. Old Hob? I don't remember. I don't know. But he's this fucking alley cat, man. And he's a dick because he's a cat. So he's just all these cat traits. And then
he knocks things off the tables. That's his thing.
But Raph is just like a lone homeless mutant for a long time. And like, because it starts off, you think like, oh, Raph's about to kick the shit out of these criminals. Here we go. Because he's seeing these guys like mugging someone. And he goes to fight, and they just kick the shit out of Raph because he hasn't had any training.
You know what?
And all the other turtles have been in the sewer with Splinter and are ninjas.
That makes sense.
And they're all wearing the red mask because they lost the one that wore red.
Yeah.
And so their missions are, the only times you can leave the sewer is if you're going to look for your brother. And you have to do that every night until you find him. And they're like, God. Okay. And like, Leonardo does it because he's Leonardo, and Splinter told him to.
Yeah.
And then Donatello's like, he's dead. Like, why are we doing this? You know, what is this?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a weird story. And
That's
then
interesting.
He meets Casey Jones before he meets his brothers.
Yeah. But that
so
makes sense
because
because
Jones have this bond because they met each other first.
Well, like
and then the brothers find him.
Okay.
And then,
that makes sense because Raph has like a New York accent, and the other guys are like California surfers.
Yeah, but in this movie, we have to remember, in this movie, that is not the case. They're all together the whole time. But
Raph has a New York accent. It makes sense, I guess.
Maybe he got it from TV.
Yeah.
And he's the only one that leaves the sewer on his own. So maybe he picked it up just from people.
You know?
Like he just picked it up, right? Yeah, to watch movies alone.
In his trench coat and his top hat. Nobody says anything.
Well, there's a line that is really funny, though, when the guy's like, when the taxi cab hits him.
Yeah.
And then the guy in the back's like, "Did you see that?" And then the taxi cab driver's like, "Look kind of like a turtle, like a giant green turtle in a trench coat." Anyway, like he doesn't give a shit.
He's like, you going to Brooklyn?
You're going to LaGuardia, right? Like,
that's.
I know way too many of these lines in this movie, and I realized watching it, like, I still know these lines.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I used to watch that movie a lot.
Yeah. No, not me. I watched the other ones, like the when they go back in time with the lantern.
Yeah.
The second one is the one that I wanted to talk about, and I can't tell that story until we watch it. So I had a story to tell, but I can't tell it because it won't make sense because he's not in this movie.
Right.
So
fuck.
Yeah.
The kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That movie, man, that second one doesn't hold up as much as this one, though.
No.
So
nothing beats cigar smoking kids.
Yeah.
In an arcade.
I know, like that.
This is so weird, dude.
Got these menthol cigarettes, regular or menthol. It's me, Sam Rockwell.
Head thug,
Sam Rockwell. Yeah. Fucking Sam Rockwell. I still, every time I watch this movie, I can't believe that he's in it. You know? Because I remember when I first realized he was in it, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, and I was just like, holy shit. Like, I couldn't believe it. And then it seems like I feel that every time I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I
not,
I had
like,
no idea that he was in this movie.
Oh, until just this time when you watched it? Oh, wow.
You know, I haven't watched this movie since I was a kid.
Oh.
It's been forever.
So this will be more interesting from your perspective.
Yeah, and that's why...
I've already had this experience, like I said, like 10 years ago, when I was like, oh, I still like this.
Yeah.
Well, I probably like it more than I would.
See,
obviously, I don't think if I saw it cold right now that I would love it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Oh, and this brings me back because I wanted to talk about it. Like, you were talking about how people remember things from the past and they like it because it's nostalgic, right? I feel that way about the Dragon Ball series, and their fans. Because these guys always talk about Dragon Ball Z like it's the best anime or best show ever.
Right.
And to this day, people like rock it. Like,
they love it.
They love that shit.
Yeah.
And I was one of those kids, but I can for sure tell you that shit is so cringy and stupid.
Oh, man.
It's not good. But people keep saying that it's one of the best.
It's not a good revisit. Just like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon that we all
I grew up on that. That's my jam.
A bad rewatch.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
It's horrible.
It's terrible.
And you know what I mean? Like the Ninja Turtles don't do any ninja-ing, which is to say using their weapons or doing anything.
No, they don't stab anyone.
They have like a pizza launcher in their truck or their fucking turtle van. That do you think the turtle van was? I don't know, like, what was made first? The cartoon? Like, I don't know how much influenced what. Yeah. I know that the cartoon influenced this movie. I also know, because I know this movie it's basically the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle story ever in the comics. It's that story with some of the cartoon stuff put in there, so it's not this horrible story of this psycho rat who is like, yeah, I'm gonna raise you kids up. You're gonna be my little army, and you're gonna go ahead and kill the guy that killed my old master, the old guy that literally used to own me. I'm gonna have you guys go kill this man. Yeah, and then they do, and that's the whole plot. They kill him.
Oh yeah,
and worse than in this movie.
Dude.
Well, maybe no. He dies way worse in this movie. Maybe.
Yeah, dude.
But the Turtles did it in the comic. It wasn't Casey Jones casually murdering a man.
Yeah, dude. What the hell, dude?
So casual.
Oops.
He says, oh my God. Oops. And then activates the smushing
mechanism. I don't know.
In the garbage truck. Yeah. And it crushes the shredder to death.
He definitely wasn't dead.
He was not dead when he hit.
No way.
The shredder did not die falling from the rooftop into like
trash.
Just
compactor.
Trash.
Yeah. No, he definitely was murdered by Casey Jones.
And then it shows this slow process of these like pistons going and just crushing the
armor.
The not fleshy parts of Shredder, but we know that underneath his armor.
Hey, we don't know if he died or not. All right, they never showed the body.
Wait, what happened? He didn't.
Yeah, they didn't show
the next
anything.
One. He's not dead.
Yeah,
but he was definitely dead when they made this movie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, there's a couple things like that too. I looked this one thing. You remember? You know that scene when like the Shredder's head dude? Why can't Tatsu?
I don't know what his name is. I just remember him getting really pissed off. And
when he beats that dude up.
Oh yeah,
he killed him. I guess originally he killed that guy, and they just drag him off. But now they drag him off, and the guy's limp. But then there's a like ADR of like, and like, you'll be okay, bro. And it's like that. No one's mouths are moving.
Yeah.
He's dead. But they just were like, this is for kids.
Well, that's what they did
sell
too.
This
like
to 6-year-olds.
Yeah, and the newer one
just got beat to death.
And the newer one, the 2014 remake, Michael Bay, they killed one of their guys.
Michael Bay didn't even make it. It just looks exactly like a Michael Bay movie.
Wait, who directed it?
I don't know.
It wasn't Michael Bay, or was it produced by?
It.
Okay,
yeah. And so it's one of his like, It's like Michael Bay has like minions who like direct things that he doesn't want to, but they look just like his movies anyway. It's very weird.
I think he just like they study the Michael Bayisms.
Yeah.
And they just reproduce what
they
think he would be thinking.
Yeah,
right?
because otherwise he's
because it looks like a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah, it does.
Like straight up.
Like one of the Transformers movies.
Yeah.
It looks just like it.
Well, I mean, it has what's her face in it?
Megan Fox as April
O'Neil, yeah.
Yeah.
I will say
about the 2014 one?
Yeah, about the 2014 one that I liked it a lot. And I liked how
that's madness.
They twisted the original story of Splinter practicing kung fu in that cage.
Oh, God.
Dude, I crack up every time I think about that. It's so ridiculous.
But him getting it out of a book isn't any better.
What?
That's just as dumb. Yeah,
no, it's
like
not.
all these great martial arts masters that have learned from reading books.
But
that doesn't make any sense.
The book was like a picture book.
But then it gets rid of all the history of Splinter. He has nothing to do with the Foot Clan whatsoever.
Yeah, but
he's just a rat who is presumably as old as the Turtles, but is like an old guy for some reason.
Yeah.
He got mutated old, I guess. But he could be like the same. He's no older than like 3 years old.
Well, we don't.
And maybe the Turtles are
know
newborns.
Because don't mice have like?
I think they do. They live a long. I don't know.
Yeah, they don't. I don't think they live as long as
he's not
turtles.
A mouse, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah, he's a rat.
Turtles.
Yeah.
The thing that's interesting about what nobody has ever utilized is that they can live for like hundreds of years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Presumably, and they would just have to drop the first part, right? They just call it. You just call it Ninja Turtles, which they did anyway in the new movie. So they could grow up, but nobody ever does that. They're always they're supposed to be 15 at all times. Like the turtles are 15 years old.
Yeah,
but they have like the bodies of like 30-year-olds.
Dude,
they're weird.
I can't
and
remember.
The voices of 30-year-olds.
Oh, it was
they are supposed to be 15. The cartoons you sometimes get it right,
dude.
With, like it's sounding
in the new movie. There's a line. They're talking about April O'Neil, and one of them says, "She's so hot, my shell's getting tight."
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like,
I was like, "Oh my god,
shell tightening." Yeah. It's Mikey, dude.
Yeah, of course it's Mikey.
The horny one.
Yeah, he's just he loves everything sexy.
Let me tell you this.
Yeah, dude.
Mikey's the horny one, and yet Donnie's the one that does machines. Right? I always thought that sounded horrible. Not always, but just like does machines. As a kid, I was like, the fuck does that mean? And now it's like, that sounds like he has sex with machines.
Yeah.
Donnie does machines?
Yeah.
He has sex with robots is what they're saying.
Hey,
and
he lives in the future.
When did that start to? Because like in this movie, the 1990 movie.
Westworld, right?
There is
probably a thing.
There is no like hints to Donnie being like a genius. There's hints, I guess. Like, he's the one that points out the building structure.
Yeah.
He's the one that helps fix the truck, but he didn't fix it.
No, it was Casey.
And like I assume Casey fixed it.
Oh yeah. No,
if they are saying Donatello told him what to do, show that.
Yeah.
Because right now it's Casey. Casey fixed it and Donatello turned it on.
Yeah.
He turned it. So he's not smart.
No. I don't think they live with that trope,
parts that he's
really.
smart? Because like, yeah, it's like they brought in certain things from the cartoons, but not a lot.
Yeah.
You know, they brought in the different colored masks so that we could have two identifiers for the turtles. Because one is ridiculous. You can't have them holding a sword all the time, holding a sai all the time. You know what I mean? It's you have to have their weapons and a color of their mask. It makes sense because they all look exactly the same otherwise. And if they don't, then it's subtle things that they don't, so they look basically the same.
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes, they look exactly the same to anyone watching.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. And then they brought in such, like, there's such cartoony aspects to this movie, like a rat doing kung fu, not kung fu, because that would be Chinese, right?
Yeah.
So he's doing karate.
Ninjutsu.
He is doing ninjutsu?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know they're ninjas. I know that's what that is. But, like, do they say that? Because he's just throwing some kicks.
I think so.
I guess it would be, though.
Yeah, it would be ninjutsu.
I assume Yoshi is a master. Usually Splinter, you know, Splinter in the comic books, he is Yoshi. He's not a rat. He was a man
into a rat.
Yeah, he was like combined with a rat.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Through what?
The mutagen.
The mutagen.
There's a lot of characters like this. There's Baxter Stockman, the Flyman, the Bebop and Rocksteady are usually men, right? And then mixed with an animal.
Yeah, they were injected with the DNA. Yeah.
So, well, I think in the cartoon, they literally took a rhino and a man and like put mutagen on them, like they melted together or something. I don't know. I think. I don't know for sure. Hey, I haven't seen that in a long time.
Before we go on, can we just quickly talk about the wannabes, the imitation shows that came off?
That split off? Street Sharks?
Dude. I love me some Street Sharks, dude. Jawsome. Come on, dude.
Damn. Yeah,
Street Sharks was dope as hell.
I don't know many of the imitation. Like, I don't remember them. Well, I probably knew them at one point.
Just thinking about Street Sharks.
You just want to talk about Street Sharks?
I just want to talk about Street Sharks. How the hell
I don't remember anything about it. I just know that it existed and I watched it. But,
how did they
and as a kid, didn't understand that they were rip-offs of the Turtles.
Yeah.
They were like so different to me as a kid. I was like, that's not even close to the same thing.
Well, they just
These
eat things.
are clearly sharks.
Yeah.
These are fucking turtles. But like, yeah. What did the Street Sharks do?
They were injected with some type of mutagen to turn them into sharks, right? So
are they? Wait, they were dudes?
Yeah, they were dudes. They were just like the Teenage Mutant. Well, they were just regular horrific. Dudes. Yeah,
like,
that turned into sharks.
Way more horrific than turtles just being turned more into like a human.
Yeah,
you know, a man turning into an animal is gross and horrifying. It's the Fly.
Yeah,
it's terrifying.
With what's his name?
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum, dude.
Yeah, dude. That movie's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good, but it's really gross.
As it should be, dude.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Ugh, There's
a second one.
It was weird. Is he in it?
No, he's dead. He died at the end of The Fly.
Yeah.
He gets
spoilers. I haven't watched it.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Why'd you agreed with me that it was good. All right.
I heard it was good.
Oh. he died. All right.
Oh my God. How dare you?
But it's the son that is hinted at already in the first movie.
Oh, okay.
Because he does bang his girlfriend after becoming imbued with Fly
DNA.
With the DNA and has the cool parts so far. Like, hey, I can climb on walls and I'm super strong. And now I don't know if he was shredded before or not, but he was all buff but he was super sweaty.
Okay.
That was a side effect that was negative, I guess. But he doesn't get gross until after they bang.
Oh, of course.
But then she's having nightmares of like giving birth to a larva and stuff. But it never happens, you know. Yeah. And then the movie ends. And then the next one's like, yeah, she's dead. And then the son is here. I think it's because they couldn't get like Gina Davis back for the sequel. So like, she's dead.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Well, it's a
I
weird
heard
concept.
It was really bad. I don't know why I watched it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's just not as good as The Fly. It was made by, I don't know. Anyway. Yeah. It didn't have Jeff Goldblum. How could it be as good as The Fly? It have Jeff Goldblum twitching and puking on people.
Yeah, gross.
Yeah. I don't even remember what I was going for. I don't remember what I was talking about.
We were talking about, we tangented off with Street Sharks.
Yeah, just from people turning into something. That's way worse than just sharks that got man powers. But that wouldn't, I guess with Street Sharks, that wouldn't make sense because then how are they on land? But how does it make sense that they're not?
Well, they're half human, right? So they can swim because they have gills, but they also can breathe. Yeah,
that can just suck air in.
I don't know. They have
or do
mouths,
they also have lungs?
Probably. There's no anatomy of street sharks out there. Like, there's no way.
Anatomy of the Ninja Turtles, I bet.
Yeah,
but it's way more popular than Street Sharks, which was like, I'm guessing just the one cartoon, and that's it.
Hey,
the one cartoon to sell the toys. That were really the point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. That's every kid show ever. That's literally every kid show. The Turtles
are only different in that they came from a comic book first.
Yeah.
And even then, the guys that made the comic book, as soon as it got popular, they sold it the second they could. because they were like,
they didn't want to do it. It was a joke. It was a joke,
and they wanted to make fun of Daredevil.
Yeah,
and I don't know if they were getting work on their own. I don't think they were, because they self-published the Turtles, which back then meant literally drawing the pages yourself, going to a copy place, getting them copied all yourself. You know what I mean? And then like gluing the pages together and selling them at like conventions and shit.
Yeah,
because no store is selling. That's why you can't find like a real original issue of it. But you wouldn't want to anyway. It's not that interesting or good.
No,
it's just what's good about it is that it's the Turtles.
Yeah, it's Ninja Turtles.
And if you had it would have. That would probably be worth a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's no
crazy amount of money.
Yeah.
But still, they sold it the second they could, and then to everyone that would buy. Like toy people and TV people, everybody all at once. And yeah. And then I know eventually one of the guys sold all of his rights to the other guy and was like, I don't want any of it. I'm done.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
I've made millions.
Him,
I'm good, bro.
Yeah.
I've made millions. We're done now.
Yeah.
Because I think they hate each other now. But the guy that owns all of it, he still makes turtle shit.
Well,
he makes some comic books.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are still resonating today.
Other people write comic books, and then he puts his name on it as like, hey, this is the creator saying this is cool.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like
I don't think he's
point.
really writing it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Because even with everything Turtles, he's on it somewhere.
Yeah,
something to do with the writing.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying, dude. We need to
except that he wrote the original stuff. You know?
Van Gogh needs to be a real thing.
I think there's not another brother. All right, but I know there's a girl. There's two. Okay, because there's the girl that's in the movies, and then the movie, the third movie, and then there's the girl that's in the comics. And they're not the same character.
No.
Because the one in the movie has, like, turtle boobs.
That's the only way you'll know that they're feminine in any way.
She has a baby blue mask and a woman's voice.
Yeah.
I think the woman's voice will do. We don't need girl boobs. What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Like, are they literally turtles that have turned into people but stopped halfway? You know what I mean?
Well, they have teeth, they have to be part human in some kind of way, right? Like,
do they, or did people drawing them just understand that like people will be freaked out?
They
don't have some features.
Yeah. Well, I think that,
I guess if that's the way it was, who cares? Because we have to infer.
It was the infancy of furryism, It was the infancy. You needed that type of
the girl. It was like Venus de Milo or something. Like they reached so hard for the girl turtle in the movie, dude.
Yeah.
Like Venus de Milo. Yeah, that's the name from back then. I know it was Hollywood Tone. He was like, it was a fucking Renaissance, Venus de Milo. And don't forget to put tits on the turtle. Like, okay, great job, Tony.
Oh, dude, it just
what
makes
a dumb idea.
Yeah.
But anyway, because I know the one in the comics, she doesn't have girl boobs.
No,
she's just a girl.
Yeah,
and they gave her own color. It's just not just baby blue. Which there's so many other colors. She's yellow.
Yeah.
Okay. Why the fuck did they make her baby blue?
Hey, in the moment.
In the movie, dude.
Yeah, in the moment.
It's because everything about the third movie is bad.
Yeah.
To the point, did you know it was replaced? Do you know there's 4 movies in that universe?
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
There is the one we're supposed to be talking about right now. And then there's Secrets of the Ooze, the second one. And then whatever the third one's called. And then the cartoon movie. TMNT is what it's called.
Oh, yeah,
that
the
is
remake.
Supposed to be part 4.
Is it really?
Yeah.
No
because
way.
it follows the same, like, everything from those movies. Well, I think it's supposed to be
the first 3.
I think it's supposed to be replacing the third one because most people hate the third one because it's
the time machine one.
Very bad. And even everything in it is worse. Everything in it is worse. The turtles look worse. Splinter looks like a fucking nightmare. He doesn't it seems like they got less technology as time went on.
Yeah, well, I bet you their budgets went down as it goes.
I don't know. I just know that the puppet in the third one for Splinter, I could make that myself. It looks bad.
That bad.
It looks like
I can't,
shit.
you know
and
what?
It's only the torso. He keeps popping up through windows and shit. Because they didn't bother to do legs. They're just like, fuck it.
Dude, well, he was already Muppet-esque.
Well, yeah,
you know what I
is
mean?
a full puppet.
Ha ha, I made a funny. Like it's so Muppet. Like, it's so stupid.
His voice.
Yeah.
Splinter's voice. I thought Splinter's voice was good in this movie, in the 90s movie.
Can you
in
do
1990. It? No. It's the dude that plays Elmo.
No way.
Promise. Yes. That
makes so much sense.
It's Elmo, dude. The good dude has huge range.
Leonardo.
I think he's also like a pedophile. I know, I'm for real. Like
Wait,
he got fired.
Elmo
He's
guy?
not Elmo anymore because of that. Yeah.
No way.
There's a new guy
That's
that does
why
Elmo, but he's the guy that like created Elmo.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
snap.
Like, which makes sense though because Jim Henson created all the puppets for these movies. Jim Henson created Sesame Street. Those are his. It's all his shit.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Henson. So he probably just worked for Jim Henson's company.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I think something bad happened. I don't know about pedophile, like tiny children, because that's what you think of. Like he was Elmo and like preying on kids. Holy shit! I think it was like teenage kid. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So,
okay.
Like. Still
So that's why he
horrible,
wanted to be
like,
Splinter.
Horrible.
Because Splinter was
horrifying.
like
yeah, it's exactly
more appealing to teenagers
'cause he
with
was like,
angsty
yeah.
attitudes.
That was probably for the paycheck.
Little boy.
He's like, I can't. Urokosaki. Yeah, but whatever. At least in this movie, unlike the Michael Bay-ish one, where the Turtles and Splinter learned from a book, at least there's some reference to Yoshi, to Hamato Yoshi with the Splinter that that he was his rat. It's not he is him.
Yeah.
Because they were like, well, that'll be like the Fly, but rat.
Yeah.
But
they did make him very juicy in this movie.
Yeah.
Like he was just
He's, like, always wet.
covered. Yeah. As rats are though.
yeah, he looks legit.
Like,
I think he's a really good puppet.
oh yeah, it's
I think
amazing.
he looks really good.
I always think like people will complain about how the suits, like the necks are all like, oh, it's obvious it's a mask. I'm like, no, have you seen a turtle's neck before? It looks like an uncircumcised penis.
Yeah.
That's just how it looks.
I don't think it looks. I don't think they look super obvious. I think they're really good.
Yeah, no.
The suits.
I miss
they were so
animatronics
smart
in movies.
to put their,
I miss it.
Like bandages on their like joints.
Yeah.
The reason, like, it's because they needed to cover
Yeah, all the
the
seams.
seams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all it is.
Uh-huh.
The Turtles didn't have that shit initially. Whatever.
I love it. I
really like
love
this
the
movie.
old.
I think this movie, like I said, the third good comic book movie. It was Superman and then Batman, 89.
Mm-hmm.
So this is probably made at the same time. And then this one. And then nothing good.
Yeah.
For like
Forever.
decades.
Yeah.
A bunch of bad stuff.
Yeah.
Even all the sequels to those other good ones. Because all of the Turtle sequels are bad. All of the Batman sequels are bad. All of the Superman sequels are bad.
Yep.
I don't know why.
It's a writing thing, you know, and
It's writing and, we need to get a fucking sequel out right now. You give me a fucking sequel
yeah, dude.
with a rubber costume. I don't give a fuck.
Make it happen.
Put nipples on the back costume this time. It's hot.
My shell's getting tight.
Oh my God. You know what? Okay, the Michael Bay one, I hated everything about it. I hated everything about it except for the Turtles. I liked the Turtles, like, personalities together. There's a shot of them, like, in the elevator, and they're just, like, kind of sitting in silence, and then one of them starts like beatboxing. One of them's is drumming with his weapons, and then they each all get into it, and then it cuts away, and when it gets back, they're all way into it. Like they're all beatboxing and going. And that's awesome because they're teenagers.
Yeah,
and they're brothers, and they're like they're just that's my favorite part of that whole movie because I was like, that is perfect,
dude.
Like, that is perfect.
It's funny. It's a funny movie.
I hate that they are April's pet turtles.
You hate that?
What? I think that's stupid.
What?
I think it's dumb.
How is that dumber? Like, how is that dumber than ooze hitting the streets?
No, they
and
should have come from a lab, like in the comic books, with the ooze.
Yeah.
What?
Dude, I feel like tying April O'Neil to and making it more of like a high stakes thing. Oh, April knows, her being in danger and hunted, so they have to protect her. It makes more sense than just some random reporter off the street.
I hate it because it doesn't need to be there at all.
What?
We don't need April O'Neil right from the jump. Why are they not go? And and then they need her in that movie. Because then the whole bullshit with the Shredder. And with the Shredder in that movie, he's not connected to the Turtles at all.
No.
At all. In the comic
he's just a bad guy.
Dude,
and that's okay. You don't need to tie the bad guy to
the comic book Turtles are not just connected through Splinter either. It's like they're reincarnated human beings they're literally Hamato Yoshi and Shredder existed in feudal Japan.
Yeah.
And both ran the Foot Clan together and split. And then Shredder shows up and kills Yoshi's wife, and he escaped with his four sons. And then he finds his four sons. He finds him years later after he's trained his sons, but shows up with the whole Foot Clan, so they slaughter Yoshi and his sons. And so now it's a vengeance tale through time. Because in the comics, it's science fiction, it's mysticism, it's everything.
Yeah.
Because it's been going on forever. But yeah, they're literally the reincarnated Yoshi and his four sons.
If you want it to be more, I guess, more complicated.
And then the Shredder is not reincarnated.
It doesn't have to.
He's just the Shredder.
It shouldn't be that complicated. Old. That sounds so ridiculous and out there of like reincarnation into Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's so dumb.
It's not.
That's dumb as hell.
That is just as out there to me.
What?
As learning perfect ninjutsu from a fucking book.
You can do that if there's pictures.
No, you're not going to be better than the Shredder and his Foot Clan. There's pictures.
You can't.
If you really think that by learning from a book, you're going to be as good as real out there in the world working ninjas.
What?
The Foot Clan, at least the Shredder.
Yeah, you could because they grow up and they practice on each other. They practice
so they'd be good as each other, right? That's it.
Not what do you mean? Dude, you're talking about these guys.
They would be. So why is no. Splinter learned from the book and taught them, right?
Yeah.
Why it doesn't make sense that you'd be that good at it from a fucking book.
Okay, have you not watched the last Airbender?
Show me.
Have you not?
No, I haven't watched the cartoon. That doesn't prove.
They also learn how to waterbend through a scroll that had pictures.
So they learned how to use magic through a magic scroll. That's fine.
It's not a magic scroll. It's just a picture scroll on how to use do forms.
But it's magic.
You can follow forms by. There's dancing video games where they just show.
Hey, here's my proof that anyone can learn anything from a book.
Yeah, if it's a picture book.
They did it in a cartoon.
If they show the movements in unison. You can
basketball better than or as good as any NBA player by learning from a book.
You're saying that the Foot Clan. You're telling me that the Foot Clan people, they're just foot soldiers. Shredder is a legit ninja. But the other guys are just mimicking ninjas.
It's all stupid because it's dumb. It's dumb, and maybe it made sense in the original version of that movie where you can tell that the white guy, William Fichtner, you can tell that he was supposed to be the Shredder.
Yeah,
in the original cuts of that movie, until people got mad about whitewashing the Shredder.
You should never
hired a guy to do some scenes.
Yeah,
but it was clear that he's the Shredder and originally. Yeah. So that makes sense. If it's just some business guy is the Shredder, that you would be as good as him, but from learning from a book.
I think that you're thinking way too much about that.
And how much is in that book? Because it was one.
It was a big ass.
Okay, it was one book. It doesn't have all of ninjutsu training.
Maybe it does.
How?
Do you have the book?
How?
Do you have? What do you mean?
I've seen the book. I saw him. They showed this is this kick. This is this kick.
Yeah,
and that's all.
That's all you need.
No, God damn
dude.
it.
Are you serious? No, you are the one that's full of shit. You're so full of shit.
No.
Yeah,
you
would rather
movie.
have a rat in a cage doing kicks, watching his master do kicks. This rat, how is this rat so smart? He's practicing kicks without being covered in ooze.
That is dumb too.
And you're telling me that the book is worse than that?
Yes.
It is not. What the hell? It is not.
It's the same dumb as that.
It makes. How would you? Okay.
I believe.
So how would you do that?
A rat learned
how would you
how
do
to
that
fight.
then? How would you make it so it's less lame?
Less lame?
Yeah.
That do anything else. Make it so Splinter was a person. That's all you have to do. Not reincarnated, just a guy. Well, I think that was the original. That's a lot easier to explain. This guy has been a ninja, a real ninja.
Okay, that would make more. That'd be easier.
Decades.
Yeah.
And
he's old as fuck.
Good at teaching already. Already was doing that as a man.
Okay.
And now does it as a rat.
Yeah. Okay. So that's better. I would expect that better. Or I would like that better. But also, I mean, I don't know. The original story was them as their original forms, touching ooze and transforming.
Well, the Turtles, not Splinter. The original story, he was a dude.
Well, I mean in the movie.
Oh, okay.
I feel like this revamped, the 2014 version was the remake of the first movie.
Well, yeah, everything. I think every time
they do
the
callbacks.
Turtles, I think every time they do the Turtles, it's going to be that story. It's going to be them.
It's not going to be the comic book version.
Coming out and hunting the Shredder and fighting on a rooftop, and Shredder dies, maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what every first movie will be, which is a bad idea. Yeah, I think I should build to that.
I think
because like Shredder, what other villain like are you hyped about seeing when you see the Turtles? I'm not hyped about Krang that much.
What?
No,
you don't like Krang? Yeah,
I don't give a shit about
Blob
Krang.
Monster.
He's in a little, I guess, but not really. I just want to see the Shredder. But so that means you should probably build to the Shredder, not just do him in your first movie every time, and then kill him.
Well, that's
every time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Did you see the sequel to the Michael Bay one?
Where
they brought Krang in?
I can't really remember.
Krang's in it. Movie. Krang, Bebop, and Rocksteady. Pretty much it's the cartoon.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's better or worse movie.
See, I have to rewatch it.
I think it's a more fun movie.
In a long time.
But it's insane. Because Krang. Anytime you bring in Krang in Dimension X, it's insane.
Yeah.
But whatever. You're already dealing with Ninja Mutant Turtles.
Yeah.
So at that point, I figure what isn't on the table? Who cares? I would believe. Do you know what? I would believe in reincarnation before I would believe in a fucking mutagen that would affect everything the same way. It's a mutagen. Yeah. And it's not even like a mutagen that's supposed to do it. It's like a waste product. It's an ooze, right?
Yeah.
So, and it turns them humanoid? Why wouldn't they just turn into like big turtles? Right? So like
it's because it gives them intellect, right? Like it makes them into
intellect. It wouldn't change their bodies.
But I mean, like, okay, you think about like apex predators. Essentially, we're kind of like the apex predator, right? Humanoids. Okay. Are the ones that like run the world. Yeah. So why wouldn't a mutagen evolve a turtle into a humanoid type thinking creature? That's what I think. That's why they have teeth. Insane. That's why they speak English, because they're supposed to be.
I feel like
apex.
What?
It makes sense, dude.
No, it doesn't.
Why do they have teeth then?
Because that's the design. That's it.
Or they would have beaks.
That's the way they were drawn.
They would have beaks.
Huh? No, it's because you can't show someone grit their beak.
Yeah, that's
when you draw them. And that's why it was done. That's what most things are.
Honestly, I feel like
things are like, why would you do that? And it's like, well, it's because that's true.
Yeah,
because it conveys something on a page.
I know,
It's
but
not,
I'm trying to give them a reason to do that.
You're giving them like your own, like, it's an apex listen, it's like this is like your whole
makes sense.
This is like when I get absorbed by the mummy, it could be from the feet up, right? It'd be from the feet up.
It would go, dude. This is anyone that gets sucked up by anything or dissolves. Thanos.
Okay, your head
Thanos.
Cannon,
what? He dissolved from the bottom to the top, right?
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't know. He was
his face was the last part.
Show his legs.
His face was the last part that disintegrated.
Okay.
Same thing with everyone else that got
was like disintegrating and going in and shit too. And no, they didn't, because some of them did, some of them didn't, and some of them lasted way longer than others.
Yeah,
it didn't matter.
I'm just saying, but the main ones, some people
poofed in an instant.
That's what I'm saying.
Hawkeye's family, he literally. Some people were like,
he turned around and they were gone. Yeah,
and he literally was like, I grabbed this.
They gave Spider-Man,
even the ashes are gone.
They gave Spider-Man the longest disintegration ever. I know, and it was like a whole drama scene.
It's because he's so powerful. He's not stronger than these other people. But Spider-Man's not stronger than these guys.
But that's what I'm saying. You're telling me that I would just be a background character that gets dissolved? No, I would be the one. I would be the one that would get dissolved from the feet up.
What is this movie about? The Mummy? Is this movie about?
I'm just saying.
Absorbed. Still mad about it,
dude.
Okay,
it's one of the funniest. I will say we have to have like a top funniest moments type situation. We'll do that soon.
If you were one of the main people, sure, maybe that's how it would be depicted in movies. Feet up. Weird. Because that's not how the Mummy did it at all. It was like they just shriveled.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. You're different.
Well, if you're a main character, of course.
But you're only a main character to yourself. Because in this in this alternate Mummy movie, you are the crazy guy who got his penis off.
No. The thing is, the reason why I would, because you would,
if it was in the real world,
if you were directing this movie with me cutting my dick off, right? You would want my reaction when he's swinging his dick.
Okay, but is this not? So this is now, if it is an alternate alternate Mummy movie, character, because I took it, and I'm pretty sure you meant it this way, that your real plan at the time was to cut your penis off, and
know what?
In order to,
I listened to it, and Nicole agreed with me in the sense of if I cut my dick off, he wouldn't have a full part, or he would only have a partial dick.
Except that he didn't need a dick to be replaced, is what my whole thing was.
What do you mean? Why wouldn't he need a dick?
They mummified him alive, right? That was his thing.
Okay.
So he had those parts removed, not his dick, because that's not a thing.
Yeah.
Because you don't need a dick.
What?
In the afterlife.
The thing is, he has to absorb all of you. He has to absorb your life force and your organ.
But he only gets the one thing. He just is absorbing the rest of you for his flesh.
Yeah, but if I cut off my dick, guess what? It's not part of my body anymore. So dumb.
Then he just goes to.
There's no way he can absorb my dick off the floor.
All you would be doing,
it's gone.
It's
off my body.
All you'd be doing is making it so he goes to one more guy. Instead,
he's just sucking more guys.
You slowed him down by one person.
Hey, at least it's not my dick part of his body. That's all I'm saying.
But then you died like that. So I don't know if it's worth it. I would rather know that the Mummy's walking around and carrying on my dick's legacy, if you will, than dying without one.
You think that's how people think about their kids? He's like, you're carrying my dick's legacy. That's how people think about their kids.
Their actual genitals.
And they just get super bummed out when they get girls, because they're like, my dick's legacy is never going.
What the fuck is this?
Why, dude? This podcast is just dick talk, and I think that's all it is now.
Much,
It's just now we're gonna start talking about buttholes.
Speaking of dicks, the turtles have a noticeable lack of dick for being so
Huge?
Human-like.
Oh, yeah.
Because I assume they're like in them somehow. Something gross.
You know what?
And, like, if you think about it too much, it's really gross, you know? But like,
we've never.
Thumbs up.
Have you ever seen like turtles? Well, I have seen turtles do it.
Yeah, I've seen them do it, but I haven't seen like the
And they're like,
yeah, it's like
they're like grunt,
it, yeah.
dude. They grunt.
I've never seen
Oh my god,
anything except primates get that into it. Dude, they're like they're gross.
they go at it, dude.
No, yeah, you know when they're finishing. Yeah, turtles are gross.
And they say, "Cowabunga!" That's how they finish, man.
Cowabunga. It would be.
I made a funny. Ha ha.
Oh god. Oh my god, dude. When I was rewatching it, I was like, and that right before that happens, right before the Shredder dies, when he tells them to get rid of their weapons, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, why did they throw them over the fucking edge of the building? Right? Because wouldn't you
just throw it in front of you?
Be a tactician about it and toss them even 20 feet away, but like we can get.
Yeah, you could do it like a somersault over there and grab it. Yeah.
They're like, all right, you know.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh, that had to happen so Splinter could show up at the end with the nunchuck.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because he doesn't just have his own nunchuck.
Yeah. No.
We could. When I was a kid, I don't think I noticed the nunchuck dangling or gave a shit about it or thought that Splinter grabbed it.
Yeah.
I thought he just had one because he's Splinter.
Oh, hey.
That's not a weird weapon for him to have.
Yeah.
He gave 2 of them to Michelangelo.
Yeah.
Where did the weapons come from, by the way?
The weapons?
Yeah.
They're just ninja weapons.
Where did they come from?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
Where did anything come from?
Well, probably pawn shops. You know how they have. Dude, there's a place called Ogden Sword and Knife and Gun. All right.
Maybe that.
You think there's no katanas in there in Ogden?
Yeah,
100%. They got fake ass katanas.
Yeah, but
or Splinter's out there freaking finding raw materials and like. This little furnace just like cranking away, making he's like clanking, making swords and weapons.
That's the Splinter we didn't see was like young hot Splinter.
dude, this was a Splinter that like sunbathed and like with his chest bare with oil. That's why he was always shiny, dude.
It was all that built up oil.
It was just all that oil that he accumulated. Oh, dude, buff Splinter, dude. He probably looks like Jeff Goldblum too. Yeah, dude. You know?
Oh yeah,
young definitely. Jeff Goldblum,
like 80s Jeff Goldblum with the long hair, the mullet, and he was greasy and shit.
Dude, Jeff Goldblum is a weird dude.
Yeah.
I saw him at a panel at Comic-Con.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, the Salt Lake Comic-Con. Yeah. Really, really interesting weirdo, dude. Yeah, he's very weird. Intricate. Very intricate.
Like, to the point where, like, nowadays in movies, he just plays Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, yeah.
And people are like, I'll pay to see that weird shit.
Yeah.
He just plays himself all the time now. He doesn't really have to
Him and Seth Rogen, anymore. Dude. Him and Seth Rogen. By the way, that's the reason why we're talking about TMNT is Seth Rogen.
Yeah, he's making, he's producing the reboot.
Yeah, the cartoon.
The cartoon reboot.
Hell yeah.
Whatever that'll... He's gonna be a voice. He has to be. I bet you he's
Splinter.
He's not.
No, it'd be so funny though.
Because hey guys, that would suck. That would be bad. But I bet you he has to be a voice. Otherwise, like that's how he got people to like sign on to make this movie. I wonder he's gonna be like. Just a guy, or just he's like Shredder. Like who would he? Casey Jones?
Oh yeah,
he would be like. I don't want Casey Jones to sound
he's
like
April O'Neil.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. It's so weird. I don't know. It's so weird. I'm excited though because I do like Seth Rogen and he does write really funny movies. So
yeah, I think he's a good writer.
His catalog is really great.
I think he writes. Well, is sometimes a good writer. Because I think
he's got hit and misses.
Yeah.
What was that mall
I think
movie
Superbad is really good.
Yeah, Superbad was really
good.
He
didn't make that mall movie. He didn't write that though.
He didn't write that?
He just made it because the guy that I think he was a fan of the guy that made it. Because like he hit a point in his career where he could just work with anybody.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And then But yeah, I'm pretty sure he's just an actor in that.
Yeah. Okay.
Weird ass fucked up mall movie where he had like
so weird, dude.
Yeah, it was weird.
Some kind of like, he was like
some kind of
he mental disorder,
vague
for
disability
sure.
that they'd never. Yeah, it's always vague. Like mental illness in movies is always so vague.
Yeah,
like
unless it's Joker.
No, in Joker, it's
prominent,
super
dude.
vague.
So good.
Because what does
Joker?
What? Yeah. Okay. What is it? What does he have?
What does he have?
What does he have? Tell me.
I think he's
all.
Well, he has all of it.
All of it.
Yeah, he has all of it.
You know how some people just have all of it. You know how some people are just.
You know,
a realistic take on
work
the Joker.
I work
you know how some people just have all the disorders. That's this fucking guy.
I do work in behavioral health, so I do.
They just have all of it.
Work with people that have
all of it. That are not schizophrenic or bipolar. Well, they're not he's all of it.
Yeah,
he has symptoms of like everything.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
It's not dumb.
And that movie's dumb. We'll talk about that a different time. I think it's. I think it sucks. That's not the Joker.
God,
what a great Joker! Look what he did to Gotham. He did nothing. He killed 3 guys.
No.
And then
he created
any version of Batman that we've ever seen, including Adam West, would show up and kick the shit out of this guy once.
We don't know. That was the origin. We don't know if he hit the fucking like dumb. He was in the yard just doing freaking just bench presses, dude. He was just he was so crazy that he was just like he just comes out as Bane status, dude.
I hope he came out smarter.
Well, they're talking about a second one, right?
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I heard that they're doing a second one.
I don't know.
I would like to see a second one where he's like the jacked.
Whole point. I'm pretty sure that was the whole point of him taking the role of the Joker and not taking the role of Doctor Strange, is he didn't want sequels.
Yeah,
he didn't want to do sequels to this shit. He just wanted to do.
So he was in the line to be Doctor Strange.
It was to the point where it was like he's Doctor Strange. He's Doctor Strange, and then they were like,
but they give
he said no.
Oh,
we're asking
Benedict.
We're asking Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch.
No, I love
Benedict. He's such a good actor, dude. He's so good. Even the Star Trek movie,
he's very good at being intense, but I don't know if I just like him or if he's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
because like he's like, what's the difference between his Khan, which white Khan, and then or his Sherlock? One is the bad guy. That's the only he's the same. But I think
you have like
he's good in it.
I think you have like if they don't really do different,
but he's always the same. Yeah, because
if they're not the same person, then
same character who is then that if you're playing the same thing all the time. I'm not saying you're good or bad. But
that's the reason why a lot of people watch movies is because they want to see that person in this role, right?
I guess.
I think that you judge people by if they can be different people.
I don't know if he's a good actor.
I think that's what you're looking at because Matthew McConaughey is always Matthew McConaughey, but he's still an Academy Award winning actor.
I don't like having these discussions with you because I feel like you don't watch boring movies. You don't watch just.
I watch sometimes on occasion boring movies. All right, I know a good actor when I see a good actor.
Matthew McConaughey is not always Matthew McConaughey. I think he's really good. Have you seen True Detective? How is that the same as him in? Or what's a big one like Interstellar or Dallas Buyers Club? Like there are big differences in these characters. Yeah, they all. I guess they have.
They're McConaugheying. They're all McConaugheying.
No,
in some kind of way.
And then one of them, and then he's that
Tom Hardy is one of those guys that does do different people, right? He has different accents. He does that. That's what you're gauging on.
No, because I think McConaughey always has a Texan accent, and he's a very good actor.
Yeah, he always does. I think he's
very good
because he's McConaughey.
He is Texan.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But he's always a very different person in the movie.
I don't think so because he's still McConaughey. I think you've only
seen him in like rom-coms and maybe Interstellar.
Do you think I haven't seen Interstellar?
I don't know.
You think I haven't seen Interstellar?
Because you haven't seen like Dallas Buyers Club, right?
I haven't seen that one.
No. Where he's like an AIDS victim.
Well, yeah, he
very different.
He won. Yeah, he won over Leo in the movie.
Oh yeah,
and what you call it?
Which he definitely He should have, yeah, for sure. He did way better. But, which also sucks because that's like Leo's best role. You know? That sucks, but it's like, well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, okay? I can't even remember what we were talking about.
And then the Dragon movie that McConaughey's in with Christian Bale.
Yeah. That was also
movies
canon to Batman, by the way.
Yeah. That was Bruce Wayne from the apocalypse.
That was Bruce Wayne.
That's what happened.
Bruce Wayne and, dude, Matthew McConaughey, well, he's too old now. I don't know if he would
to play Batman.
Well, no.
Oh.
Just
a
he would be a great
character?
Two-Face. He'd be a great Two-Face, I think.
Yeah, a great. Yeah, you could do an older Two-Face.
Yeah, he'd be
because
great.
I don't give a shit how old Two-Face is
No.
ever. Like even if Batman's
Harvey
young,
Dent, please.
Like if Batman's young, I'm cool with Two-Face being 50 years old. I don't care.
Yeah,
you know, you don't. He's more of like a gun guy. I don't see Two-Face like fighting Batman a lot.
No.
Like,
but yeah, what were we arguing about? Good acting.
Good acting. Because you think
what was before that? We were talking about.
We talking about the Turtles.
Yeah,
I don't know what we were. About.
Well, I want to finish
dicks.
this.
I know we talked about.
We were talking about their dicks. Yeah,
what their dicks probably look like. Probably like they're probably. What do you think? I don't know what a turtle dick
amphibian.
I bet they're gross. Yeah,
dicks.
Yeah,
I've never looked.
Disgusting. Have you seen like
you know what? I am not gonna Google that shit.
Have you seen like snake dicks, dude? They come out and they're like, they look like a liquid is coming out of the snake, and it's just like, and it just goes into the female. It's so gross and weird. It's probably a lot like it, or it's a lot like a duck, where it's like a corkscrew type situation that breaks off.
Does it break off
and grows back?
They grow back?
They grow their dicks back.
No way.
Yes, dude. Look it up.
See, that would be me. That would be me in The Mummy.
What, you don't know about duck dicks?
That would be me in The Mummy, dude. I would also be injected with duck DNA while he's sucking my life, and I'd regenerate and my dick would come back.
Your weird, thin, corkscrew-shaped dick. Yeah, of course.
Also, he wouldn't want a corkscrew. Maybe, you know what? There's a lot of applications.
I don't think the Mummy wants to bring back the love of his life.
Dude, the whole point of that movie was him bringing back the love of his life. What do you think he was going to do when she brought her back? What do you think they were going to do?
Because he could have brought her back earlier, but he didn't. He waited till he got his body back. He's like, check his ass. Like, because he knows he was
whatever, dude. He was already making out with people.
Or like, I think.
He was like, come and kiss my mummy ass face.
Yeah, and his penis was pristine.
It looked like a beef jerky stick, dude. That's probably what it looked like. It looked like a Slim Jim. No way.
That's the one thing. See how
juicy
he was?
You know those bully
coming from his dick.
You know those bully sticks that dogs chew on? That was his dick. Yeah, it was just a bully stick.
No. You just don't like that you sounded like a madman.
I was not a madman.
Any plan that involves cutting your own dick off just cause. Right before you
die. It wasn't just cause.
It is.
It was a revenge. I was gonna die regardless. This guy has sand powers.
You didn't know what he came for. They didn't know. He ambushed them.
Yeah,
we, the audience,
and sucked them dry.
The audience knew this motherfucker is doing this.
Yeah,
they didn't know that. They were just attacked. So anytime you're attacked by. So you're saying anything supernatural.
Well, I knew what was going to happen.
You're saying
I knew what was going to happen, so I preemptively.
You can't give yourself extra power. You're not also a psychic. No, you're you. You're you.
I was saying.
And so anything supernatural happens.
If I knew. No, that's not how it goes.
Like a genie comes out, dick's gone. Before he even says, make sure. Oh! I guess we know what one of those wishes is going to be.
No.
Yes,
I would just. I would wish to be another person.
What?
Yeah, I would just swap my body with somebody else. It would be Antonio Banderas. It'd be Antonio Banderas, and he would be pissed.
You would ask to be it if it was okay with a genie.
Yeah, genie.
In a genie situation where you had already cut your own penis off, you wouldn't think to just go. Fix this.
No.
Or regrow me a dick.
Dude,
or
hold on.
You'd be like, Genie, I wish for you to make me into a different person.
Yeah.
What?
What do you mean?
First of all, two things.
Okay.
That's something where I think you have an issue.
No.
With RJ.
What?
Where you were like, I want to cut my own dick off, and I don't want to be me anymore. Those are my things. Those are your things. And
no, dude, why is this
different person? You're not in charge of the genie anymore, technically.
No. I would swap bodies in a sense of like.
Why don't you just say fix my dick? Why would you want?
Why
to
would
be
I?
a
Okay, hold
guy?
on.
Now,
One second.
You're gonna have a penis, but it's not yours.
No. Hold on. So you're telling me you would rather be yourself when I could be someone that's hotter, taller, better?
You could just be like, hey, I wish people saw me this way, and I could still be me.
Why
I
would
not
why?
want to be someone else?
Why, dude? I would love to be taller. I would love to be sexier. All right. Why would I not swap with somebody else? That person ends up becoming me. That extra person ends up becoming me with their dick cut off. So that guess what?
Great.
Guess what? I've got a bigger dick. I'm a handsome dude.
So no.
I'm taller.
So you're saying,
I'm more successful.
You only get 3 wishes.
and then the guy that switches with me becomes my nemesis.
Do you have someone in mind?
So now he's out to kill me.
Do you have someone in mind? Because you only get 3 wishes. You can't say I want a bigger dick. I want a different face. I want to be taller. I want what?
You swap with somebody.
About? I can't believe that those are your wishes, man.
What are you talking about?
Your wishes aren't like superpowers.
You put this whole scenario where I'm just cutting off my dick off any chance I get.
Well, no, only.
What are you talking about? Why would I? Dude, anyone that finds a genie lamp and rubs it is expecting a genie. Why the hell would I rub this? Why the hell would I rub this lamp and then be like, oh my god, it's a genie? Dick off, just right off.
Because we live in a world where genies don't exist. So saying one pops out, right? You're like Aladdin. You're trying to read it, and you're just, what the fuck is this saying? You're rubbing the lamp on accident, and a genie starts coming out. I posit that your dick is off your body before the genie completely turns from smoke to man.
You keep saying,
like, oh, who? Like when he says, I think your dick is on the ground before he says 10,000 years, and then he stops because your dick is off. But before he even starts his spiel,
that I don't know what a genie is. Even in this world,
I'm assuming that we know what genies are and know that they're made up, and that if you saw something magical
there is no lore of genies sucking people dry and their essence.
Genies, though.
There's evil genies. Do you not know the rules of a genie? Do you not know what jinns do? They grant 3 wishes. Wishes. Why? There's no bottom line that says we will.
There are evil genies. Most of the time, they grant like 1 wish, by the way, or some of them grant 1,000 wishes, or unlimited wishes, or none.
Yeah.
They're just species
so
of
you're
magic
telling
character.
me the general public knowledge of a
from
genie
Aladdin,
is assuming that
it's from Aladdin.
Oh, there's bad ones, so I'm gonna think that I'm just gonna cut off my dick right off.
Because I also think that the general public response to a mummy is not cutting your penis off. I think that is not normal.
My reaction was knowing what a mummy does to people.
You going, oh, it sucks us dry.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut my penis off and then be sucked dry.
Yeah.
Not knowing if it's coming from me. You said when you saw it coming, it's gone.
Well, that was assuming that I was cursed by the mummy.
You rubbed a lamp. I don't know why it's specifically genies. But
yeah, why did you?
This is the first thing I thought of. This had nothing to do. Something that was,
I guess, Arabian,
supernatural, but also like not the same, right? So, yeah, you rub the lamp, and I'm telling you, as the sparks are flying off this lamp, and you don't know what's going on or what kind of creature's going to come out, your dick is on the ground.
No, it's not.
Before.
I think you're giving me a false sense of
I think that if aliens showed up, that your dick is off the ground before we know if they're good or bad. Yeah. I think
your assumptions are wrong. They are completely wrong.
No,
I'm a smarter person than that. If I knew I was going to be sucked by a mummy, I would cut my dick off immediately. because he wouldn't have my dick.
Why
that was
would
the
you know
whole
that?
point. That was
He
the whole
wasn't
thing.
there
If I
for
knew,
your dick,
if
is
I was
my
cursed
point.
by the mummy and he was gonna come and suck me,
which he could do to anybody. He was just doing it
he
to
does
them.
not do it to anybody. He only
could, I
does.
guarantee
He's
he could.
never done it though.
Has he not?
He's never done it to anyone
Bullshit.
else. He's never sucked anyone else
He
unless they
only
were
killed
cursed
those
by
guys
the
with the
mummy.
jars.
Because
He
they were
killed-
cursed by the mummy.
Oh, God.
That was the whole point. That's the reason why in the
So,
second one,
why would you
third one,
know
second one, when
that you're
those guys
cursed by
go
a
into
mummy
it,
in the context of it being real, happening in the real world? You're not a movie character.
Yeah.
When it just happens, why do you know it's happening?
why do I know what's happening?
Yeah, why do you know it's happening? How the fuck would you know?
I was just saying,
And he didn't
if
just
I
show
knew, if I, the
didn't
thing
just
is,
show up in
this
your
is-
room.
No, hold on. So the reason why I would know is because I wouldn't be the first one getting sucked. And then I would have been part of the crew that found that person. And then I would have been like, oh, he sucks them. This mummy comes in and sucks them. And so I know, since I'm cursed,
So you
he's going to
ran-
come into my room
someone come on
and
your cock
suck
right
me.
So you ran into a room and found a guy and were like, oh, I also might be cursed the same way.
Well, if I
You're
was
not 100% sure.
Well, of
You're
course,
not
it would be
100%
it would
sure.
be obvious.
You'd be pretty sure.
It would be obvious.
You wouldn't be 100% sure
Because we
that
opened
after
the
one
box.
death that it's just us that are in danger. Specifically,
What?
You wouldn't know that after one.
The
Maybe
first
after-
corpse was
maybe
holding
after
the jar,
two.
I think.
So what? One.
I would have a jar.
You'd be like, all right, that means all of us.
Yeah,
It's coming for
yes.
all of us in the same way.
I, too,
And before
am
you
a
even-
detective.
So you've already cut your dick off then?
No.
Like, in that room?
No.
With that dead guy, you're like, fuck
It would be
this.
my last. It would
You're
be.
looking
It would
at
be.
him,
It would be like the
and
same.
let's say it's a mummy. Maybe this mummy doesn't work on the same.
It would be the
fucking
same
principles
as, like,
as
somebody-
the 1990 movie with Brendan Fraser. You're cutting your dick off anyway.
It would be the same as a guy that's like, I'm done, and he's
I
holding
think-
the C4
I
to
think
his
a
chest,
1 in a
right?
million
And
chance.
he pops the freaking thing,
Yeah.
and he presses the button and explodes. That's the same kind of
No, it's
mentality
not.
I was having.
It's the same mentality of the guy who's I'm done and puts the C4 to his chest and then cuts his own dick off and then blows the fucking C4.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. I don't know why you would do it with the mummy.
Yeah,
either.
you're. I don't know. I don't know what to
I
say.
don't know.
Jesus.
All right,
All right. Oh.
these dickless turtles. Okay.
Oh.
I don't know what else to say about this movie, really. Though I think I don't.
Well,
except for the rat in the
I want to
cage,
talk about Danny.
what's
I want to talk about Danny, this
Yeah.
character, this son of a bitch,
What
this
was-
piece of
why
garbage
is
writing of a
Danny-
character.
so mean to his dad.
Because he's a single dad and he
So-
works too
and he's-
much.
and his
he
teenage
works too
character-
much. He doesn't. He said that he doesn't care about him, right? And then
Who said
Splinter
that?
was
Danny
like,
said that.
"Every father loves his sons." That's what he says.
That is horseshit because Danny is the only asshole
In the whole movie.
between the two of
Yeah,
them.
dude, Danny is the fuck.
And
Oh my god, I hate that.
What
I
is
hate it.
going on with Danny's dad and like the police chief, man? Was the police chief like
Yeah, the
on
police
the
chief.
take and they just didn't get into that? Because he's like, oh, I got some blackmail in this motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
is it just because they're running the news stories
Yeah.
that this guy isn't doing?
Yeah,
Like,
I
he's-
think. Well, I think
I don't understand why this police chief was so grimy and gross. And like he seemed
he
like,
was Hollywood
he
Tony.
seemed like he should be.
That was early Hollywood Tony, for sure.
That was like, yeah, that's Hollywood
Yeah.
Tony, like clean shaven.
Kind of.
Right after. Was he?
No, he was a little stubbly.
Clean shaven.
He's a little
He's just
stubbly.
this terrible,
Sweaty,
just- yeah.
balding,
and just angry
New
man.
York.
Just this pissed off dude. Like
Yeah.
I don't get the cops endgame.
O'Neill,
because they didn't
in
get
my
into it.
office.
Yeah, why is this police chief in charge of the news?
It's because of corruption.
job
It's
is
about
what?
corruption. It's about.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because who is
That's why.
corrupting- who's
That's
paying
why
off the police
April
chief?
was fired in the first place.
Yeah, because the police chief got involved. Why does he care so much? Because he's looking bad as I'm
Yeah,
the chief of fucking
that was the whole thing.
Because I'm the chief of fucking police.
Yeah,
Like,
uh-huh.
that's it.
Yeah. He doesn't want to look bad in the public
Is it?
eye, so he.
That's it.
He holds.
It's just crime happening.
Yeah.
New crime.
and he's not doing anything about it.
I don't fucking know what it is. Maybe if he would do something about it.
That's the thing, though. That's the thing. Is like he's part of it. He's part of it.
We need to show a dumb cop so that it makes sense that these turtles are the ones that saved the day. Because why did the cops not show up? Right? Because who's paying off this guy? They could have easily wrapped in a story saying the Shredder's paying off the police chief.
Yeah.
That's it. That would have been easy.
They have proof
probably
of that,
could have
though.
just easily put that in, and then at the end, him get busted, and he's like, "I'm fucking O'Neill." I know.
I just think it's funny because in that movie,
what was the point?
I don't get it because the movie was about the Foot Clan taking over the city. Like, this is we're gonna take over the city, right?
For what?
It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna get them by
stealing old TVs,
taking
new TVs,
yeah, taking
and medium TVs,
stealing stuff from everybody, right?
That old lady's TV. What money is that going to get them?
That's so messed up, dude.
That poor lady.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Yeah. And then some people's wallets.
Yeah, and then
also
they're training these delinquent teens to smoke, drink, party,
but then to be like athletic ninjas.
Yeah, like how's that going to take over the city? Like how is dude taking over the city would be having the police chief in your pocket, having the mayor in your pocket, the governor. That's all he had to do. That's all they had to do.
That's it.
That's it. You didn't have to take these teens and train them into a Foot Clan army.
Shredder was broke and needed these fucking TVs to pawn or something.
And Danny straight up fucked both sides. He was like,
for no reason.
This is bad. And then he goes to the Turtles.
Yeah, he has no reason to like Shredder though. Like, they don't show Shredder like I'm everything that you want in a father.
Yeah.
They don't do any of that. He's just some dude. And like Danny just gives the Turtles up.
Yeah.
And gives April up.
Well, he doesn't give them
person who is nice to him.
Well, I guess he does give them up at the first.
His life is April. Yeah.
But you know how he like...
And he's like robbing her.
Yeah. I love that scene. I love that scene where he's like, he hands her the $20 bill. He's like, here, this is for you. She's like, what? He's like, don't worry about it. I owe you. And I was just like, shut up, dude. Like, dude. $20?
And also...
Shut up.
No, you don't get to... You don't have an arc now. All right, he's still shitty character.
Oh my god,
that actor!
Dad!
Who is that actor?
I don't know.
I feel like I've seen
Seth
him.
Green. I don't know.
Maybe it's just because he's just redhead guy. I don't know.
I hated it. I hated that writing. I hated that character because it's like okay, so we have Well, the dad
he's showing up to April's house.
Yeah, he knows where she lives.
A conversation with her,
and he brings Danny with him. Why?
Yeah,
just sit in the car.
Don't do any of that and have this work conversation at work.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah. The conversation he had with April in her apartment with his son is the type of
if they were like dating or if they were together. And that's what I initially thought.
Like but when they're not dating, it's the type of conversation you have in the hall at work.
Yeah.
Like normal people.
Yeah.
Or in his private office at work.
No.
Normal people.
April O'Neil.
House. Maybe it's a subtext. Like he wants to fuck her.
I think everybody wanted to. Casey Jones, the freaking bum / homeless man.
Yeah.
Dude, he was like trying to, like that whole scene where he forces her in that chair. He's like, yeah.
Dude, that was rape.
It was so gross, dude.
She's like, I don't like this. And he's like, but what if I force it on you? And she's like, oh, I like this. Like, whoa. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, and then they start making out, and the Turtles like, yeah, get that,
and they're watching.
Yeah. Just so like their shells are all getting tightening together, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Splinter's tail gets longer.
Yeah, the Michael Bay movie saying that like their dicks are in their shells, or that their shells are their dicks, and that's we thought. Oh my god, dude, we thought we couldn't see their dicks the whole time. They've been right out in the open all these years. It was the shells. This is rock hard dicks all the time.
In the mutagen, it was also Viagra.
Yeah. They're just always rock hard shells that sometimes get
dude in the new movie. In the new movie, they're like, we're bulletproof. Yeah. So it makes sense.
They
now. Have rock hard.
What are they not?
Turtles in a rock hard shell.
Do in that movie though? Like they're invulnerable. It kind of made them feel like they couldn't be hurt. I think that was a big mistake. Yeah, because I like how they get their asses kicked a lot in this movie.
Yeah.
My favorite scene in the whole movie is Raphael on the rooftop
Yeah.
when he starts to lose.
Yep.
I loved it as a kid even.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it's the most dramatic shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, and they're just like downstairs,
And
just
then
like,
they
yeah,
just
just give him
toss
some
him-
time.
Yeah, then they toss him through the glass. Like, that's awesome. That's some good shit. And Casey Jones is sleeping on a rooftop, listening to radio.
Yeah, he's like spying on.
But
Dude,
he wasn't spying at first, though, dude. He was just listening to the radio up there and then was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So it was just happenstance.
Yeah.
Right? What?
Yeah.
He's homeless. That's all.
No, he
doesn't have a home.
Yeah, he has
because
to.
he's in the park at all times.
Uh-huh.
He's on rooftops at all times.
Yeah, he chills in trees or
And
rooftops.
why wouldn't they just run to Casey's house after April's place burns down?
Yeah.
Run to the closest place to regroup, right? No. Way out in the farm. April. And what's going on with April? Is she like a millionaire?
Yeah.
Like her family?
Well,
anyway?
that was like a rundown house, though.
I know, but they own property.
Yeah.
And three
probably
different
in New
places.
Jersey,
She has this
right?
giant fucking Manhattan apartment, like
Yeah.
and then Manhattan
Well, she's a reporter.
business.
Yeah,
And then
she's well off,
what?
dude.
She is either
She carries 20s in her wallet,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
That's how you know.
She is either not. No, she can't be that well off of a reporter yet because she has no say at work. She can't just be like, "Well, I don't fucking quit."
Yeah.
Because people, you know what I mean? It's like she gets fired in this movie, and then I think she has to come from money. But like, who gives a shit where her money?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't. Maybe she is rich. I don't think if she's rich or poor, it changes April. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? All that matters is that the turtles live in the sewer. Are basically homeless. Like,
Yeah.
live in the sewer. Yeah.
Dude, Casey Jones lives with them now.
And
like,
Casey
he's
Jones lives wherever, whatever friend has a couch.
couch surfer,
And
man.
that's April. That's the turtles. That's it. He has no other friends because he's a terrible person.
Yeah.
That dude that plays
He should
Casey
not-
Jones, I see him a lot in movies too.
Oh, yeah. He looks really. He's
but
balded.
He's like bald now. Yeah. He's always like a mobster. Of some kind.
Yeah.
He's always like a dick.
Oh my God. Yeah. Now I remember now.
He's in a lot of shit. His name is Elias Koteas.
What about that actress that played April O'Neil? By the way, I
Dude,
felt like she was a great
She's
April
so
O'Neil.
good in this.
She was amazing.
She is so good at reacting to these puppets.
Yeah.
Like they're real people.
Yeah.
And like not just real people, her friends. Like
Yeah.
she seems genuinely happy to be there when I'm sure making the movie was a fucking nightmare for her.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
She was probably like, is this going to ruin my career? I'm very uncomfortable because this is weird and dumb, you know, all these things. But she does great.
Yeah. She's my favorite part.
She's really good. Dude, my favorite part is homeless Casey Jones theory because he's for sure homeless, and I didn't realize it until watching it again. I was like, yeah. He's a homeless man who beats people up in the park.
Yeah. Also, he's really good at
the next villain might be Casey Jones.
It should be. He is a crazy dude. He's a crazy dude.
He wears a mask
Yeah.
and just beats the shit out of people.
Teenagers especially.
And not just like kids.
Yeah.
And not just ones doing crimes, because he also attacks Raphael.
Oh yeah.
Just whoever.
Yeah.
Whoever.
Yep.
Who gives a shit? Like
That's a superpower.
He'll just attack whoever. And is just as good as fighting as the turtles.
Yeah.
Which is very
Kind
odd.
of.
Like he is last as long in the fights with the foot as the turtles do, and then until they have their regrouping farm fight, and then and what, like, I guess it's just pure luck that Raph didn't die, because all they did was toss him in a bathtub.
Yeah, some
And
water.
That's it, and they just some water, not even a lot, just like a bit.
Yeah, he just
And
needs to
then,
soak. Turtles need to soak, man.
Just soak like his arm and his leg, but only on one side.
Yeah.
And then April sometimes dribbles water on him.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It was weird, but we're talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja
Do you know
Turtles,
what
though. That's
is
weird
the weirdest
in
part of
general.
this movie?
What?
Besides the rat in the cage doing kicks, when Force Ghost Splinter to the turtles.
Yep.
What's up with that? They can do that?
It's part of ninjutsu.
Is that ninja?
Well, I think
Or
there's
is
a
it mystical power.
There's a mystical art to ninjutsu. Like
in this movie.
Well, I assume. I don't know. Dude, we're talking about Mutant Ninja Turtles with booze. Like anything can
that's
go.
the weird thing is there's no mysticism at all. It's here's science fiction characters who learn to fight, and then out of nowhere in that scene, there's mysticism, and that's it. And that's the only scene that it's ever brought up, unless you want to count it being magical that the rat learned how to fight from this cage.
Yeah, isn't it?
That's the only explanation that makes any sense, because he wasn't exposed to mutagen before.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Like
he was just a rat
in a cage.
Again, so weird to think about.
Attacks the Shredder, and the Shredder is has a vendetta against the rat. Not just thinking there's an animal who gives a shit.
Yeah.
This sucks, but whatever. He's like, you. Like, you've been holding a grudge on this fucking rat.
Yeah, dude.
That's just
his
an
face
animal.
got messed
the Shredder
up.
I guess he is an insane person.
Yeah.
Like,
look at very rich, insane person.
A very rich person who could just buy influence has decided, I'm going to make a clan of teenagers.
Angst.
Yeah. A teenage angst clan.
Yeah.
And
I especially like how
I have all this. He has a lot of. Let's just say he's got a lot of irons roasted. Like, he's got a lot of things to the fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because doesn't seem to have much of a plan or an end game. Where is his plan going?
I don't know.
And I like that his suit has sequins on it. By the way, that dude is flashy as fuck.
Yeah, I like how you do that scene.
What?
That scene where his lackey guy, I can't remember what his name is, the bald guy.
Tatsu.
Yeah, Tatsu, he pulls off the pauldrons to show out the pauldrons, dude. It's stuck.
In ceremony though, dude. And it's with
the carpets, they roll the carpet. Yeah.
Which also means there was someone in the building playing the drums that we heard. It wasn't just the soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So they got a drum guy.
Yeah.
So most of them learn to be ninjas. One of them, drum guy.
Yeah.
One of them learned percussion.
Also, how weird is it?
You're going to learn percussion. I know all your buddies are learning how to fight and be cool ninjas. We need a drum guy. Yeah. So you're going to do these traditional Japanese ninja drums.
Yeah.
He's trying to make him feel better. He's like, oh, cool. Radical, bro.
How weird is it that Casey Jones just walked into there and just snuck around and I love how funny it was how he knocked that dude out.
30 years old.
Yeah, and he knocked that dude out and instantly popped up back up with a suit on. He just instantly changed.
Casey Jones, man.
Yeah. And why would he not just go back to the Turtles and tell them where this is where the foot
there's a
is.
problem.
This is where Shredder, or this is where,
Yeah,
why would he not just tell
if your dad's
him?
alive, he's probably there.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
It's dumb.
Yeah.
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 80s movies, dude.
Oh, and by the way, the police force wasn't corrupt because at the end, it's assumed that they go round up the Foot Clan or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he's Sam Rockwell rolls up and he's like, look down on Eastman Island. It was the names of the creators of the island, and then the warehouse name was the two names of the creators, but wrong.
Are you serious?
It's Eastman and Laird, right?
Yeah.
Are their last names. And he did Lairdman Island, East Lairdman Island. They put the man on the wrong name.
I think it's probably...
I know, to make it sound like a thing, east is a direction. Why not just say Eastman. On the Eastman warehouse on Laird Island? Who cares?
Yeah.
Why did it have to be the direction east? Who gives a fuck? It doesn't matter. No one was paying attention to that because he's like, look, go down to this fucking island. There'll be some answers there. There'll be a bunch of kids and menthol cigarettes. Is what I'm saying. And some
we got
ramps.
Regular and we got menthol.
Oh my God, Sam Rockwell, I think he's my favorite character. No, he's not. I don't know. No, he just has. It's so crazy that he's in this because no one else in it I feel is famous. Even Casey Jones, I don't he's not famous. He's just a character actor you see a lot. He works a lot, but he's not an A-list star.
No,
no one in this movie except what was his name? Fucking Head Thug or whatever his name was.
Yeah, he had no name.
Head Thug. All right. He wasn't
So
even
weird.
And it shows us in the movie that like they come in as kids, right? And that's how they get hooked, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then once they get older, they're trained to be ninja.
Yeah.
What's going on with Sam Rockwell, man?
Yeah.
He's
like 20 something,
young.
dude. Yeah.
He's almost 30 years old. He's not.
Yeah.
He
He
maybe
wasn't.
he just sucked.
He wasn't fit enough to be a ninja. That's just it.
Maybe he's the drum guy, dude. Oh shit, he's the guy playing the drums.
Head drum guy.
Head drum guy. It's like, look, I hand out the cigarettes. I play the fucking drums. What can I say?
Yeah. I lure the kids in.
Yeah.
And I say East
and
Lairman.
and then I also rat everyone out. It's family because they're like it's family, and then Casey Jones is like, "Oh, this is what you call family, huh? They're dead." Like,
Yeah.
like, you notice when he's like, "Oh, this is family." It's like they're like unconscious or dead.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, this is what you call family. Dead people. Dumbass kids. Like it wasn't teaching them a lesson because it wasn't like look at them do this horrible thing. That's what makes sense is look at them hurt these people.
Yeah.
Like if you see the Foot Clan members like hurting innocent people and the kids didn't know about that part of the organization yet, right?
Yeah.
Presumably. And so, oh, this is your family. That makes sense. But just them dead. Oh, this is your family. You fucking idiot. Like, what is he talking about? It's just crazy. Casey Jones is a crazy homeless dude.
Yeah. For
He's
real.
just a crazy
he's not
homeless guy.
smart.
And
He's dumb.
yeah.
He's a meathead.
Yeah. But when I was a kid, I loved him a lot.
It's because he had
And I think I
the
still
mask. It was
kind
a
of
mask
like
and the
I still
hockey
think he's
stick.
kind of cool
Yeah.
in a homeless crazy guy. Like I think that helps the character for
It
me
rounds
now, 'cause I'm
everyone
like,
out.
Yeah, this makes sense. Like that's a real vigilante. He would really be a crazy person.
Yeah.
You know, every time there is a real one in the real world, crazy.
Yeah.
They're crazy people. Casey Jones fits the bill.
Yeah.
Just fine. And the Turtles, they got no other choice. They're fucking these freaks. Like,
Yeah.
they're not really doing much else except learning how to fight. They might as well use it. Whatever. Whatever.
Yeah.
Casey Jones. You notice that in the sequel? Oh, you wouldn't because you said you didn't remember the sequel.
Yeah,
The
I have to watch
2014
it.
movie.
I gotta watch it
Dude,
again.
Arrow plays Casey Jones. Stephen Amell. He plays Arrow on the CW shows.
Oh yeah,
He is
yeah,
Casey
yeah.
Jones.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen the movie. I just can't remember
plays-
it. Now, that makes sense now. Yeah, yeah,
Weird.
yeah,
Because I was like, Arrow?
yeah.
Why are you lame Casey Jones? Oh no.
I do love Stephen Amell.
No, I'm glad that he got
Yeah,
a movie role, I guess.
yeah, because he was.
And
yeah,
Casey Jones is a cool thing to play. Like,
yeah.
no one would turn that down.
No, no, no,
No one,
no.
well, our age, presumably his age. You
Yeah.
know, I think he's a little bit older than us.
Yeah,
But of course,
yeah.
Casey Jones. Like, yeah, whatever. I'll be rollerblading Casey Jones because I guess they're trying to go more in on the hockey thing.
Yeah.
But rollerblading is not popular anymore. So that was a weird.
I wouldn't say it's not popular. Well, I mean, it's not mainstream as like.
Yeah,
a
I
lot
mean,
of
it's
things, but-
around.
Yeah.
It exists. But
Do you make
I don't
fun of
wanna see-
rollerbladers? Is that what
No.
you do? You're like
No,
driving
'cause I
down the
think it's,
street
like,
saying, "Fucking kids and
dangerous.
rollerblades."
yeah, goddamn kids.
Yeah.
But I just don't get why he was doing it. As a character, it seems worse. Like,
They should have put him in like short
should have been
shorts
in-
and like a tank top.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd make more sense.
He should have
that
been
way.
in just shoes so we could fucking not get like knocked over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever. Makes no sense.
Yeah,
But you know, oh, whatever. I don't know.
produced by Michael Bay, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, just whatever. Just bring us money. But they didn't make much money because they didn't think about stuff like that. So you didn't get the old fans. They
No.
didn't like it. You
No.
know, they didn't want to see this fucking movie in the first place.
Nope.
Even if you brought in all the shit from the cartoon, it didn't matter.
Yeah,
It was too late. It was the second movie.
yeah,
But I don't know. I think I just can't wrap my head around. I hate the new one so much. But
I liked the first
I
remake.
liked the Turtles' personalities.
I like how
don't
they
like how they
fixed-
look because they look
They look. I don't understand.
horrific,
I don't
and their
understand the
masks are all different. And weird.
Leonardo's Indian armor.
Yeah, he's got
Not
like,
Indian, Native American armor. My bad.
Is it?
It kind of had like
Oh, I thought it was just
the,
like
the chest.
samurai armor.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
You
like
sure?
yeah.
I don't know about that. It looked weird.
Because it's wood.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure it's just samurai armor, dude. Like just on his chest, though. Right?
I don't know.
And then Raphael's got like a do-rag connected to his mask.
I like that better.
And then Michelangelo's is just like a loose thing. Like it's not form-fitting to his face. It's just kind of like giant eye holes, you know?
Yeah.
Michelangelo's was terrible.
Yeah. They were so freaky looking.
And they look terrifying.
Yeah.
Like,
huge, 6 foot. Dude, I like how they described, like, every time April O'Neil had to try to describe them. Like, she instantly gaslit, and they're just like, you are fucking crazy. She's just, that was my favorite parts, like, where she was just, like, trying to explain, like, what these things were. She's like, yeah, they were my pets. They were my pets. They're like this.
But now they're giants.
Now they're 6 foot vigilantes. And they're like, okay, all right. My favorite. It's so good.
I guess what?
Or like,
being her pets, what pissed me off, I guess, was why did it have to tie into like her dad and like all this shit? I don't need it. I don't need extra shit.
What? It's
on
not,
the turtle shit.
It's not extra shit.
No, it's not, because April working in the lab they came from.
She was not working
in the
there.
comics.
She wasn't working there.
So why not just do that? But like, no, it was her daddy's, like, ties into.
It's supposed to be cute.
It's dumb.
Supposed to be cute. Dude, she's feeding them pizza.
It's dumb.
It's not dumb.
It was dumb
It's
from the
better.
start. I can't believe
I like
you think
that.
it's
I like
better.
that. I like it.
That's bad.
No, it's not.
I can't
bad.
believe that it is bad.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, because
Yes,
it ties her with Splinter, and Splinter having gratification or a sense of like, what is it? I don't know.
A boner.
He had a boner for April because she saved them. I like that. It ties her more to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles than just being some reporter on the street.
So she's the fifth turtle you wanted.
No.
April.
No, she's not
April.
the fifth. She's
the
not
fifth member
did I
of the
say
Turtles.
that? Nah.
I want her tied to everything.
Well, if you're gonna make it
That's the same
tie
type of
together,
shit
it just
like,
makes sense.
Well, the Joker killed Batman's parents. That's the same dumb shit. Like, who cares?
It's not
Why
dumb.
does everything have to be all wrapped into the origin?
If it makes sense, then it makes sense. It makes sense.
Anything could make sense if you just say it. Like, yeah,
What?
they're turtles,
No.
so why weren't they just fucking? They're April's pets.
But it's better than the stupid reincarnation.
You know what? And the rat wants to have sex with her. Maybe I don't know.
What?
We can just say it.
No, that
You know what?
that does not make sense. But I mean, if we're being real,
Michelangelo
everyone,
wants to
every
have sex
dude
with her.
watching, any turtle watching these movies is like, yeah, I do want to have sex with April O'Neil, if they're straight. If they're male and straight, they're thinking, yes, I want, dude.
That's what.
Dude, also the scene
That's
of the
what
guy,
I want.
dude. What's his name? Will
When I go to
Arnett. Is it Will Arnett?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was such a creep in that new reboot movie. He's like staring at her ass, like,
Like,
out the window.
hard,
Yeah, he's
too.
like, oh,
Like, he'd be fired.
he's like, yeah, no, just yeah. He was just, that's all he wanted. It was
Yeah,
Megan
it was
Fox
weird.
the whole movie.
That was like one of the last movies that they had like a pervy character
Yeah.
like that in it.
They
don't do that kind of guy anymore.
The thing is like, in culture, it's funny to have a pervy weird person.
Yeah, but he's like
But
not
it's-
supposed to be a bad guy either. Like, he's like kind of a good guy, right?
Yeah.
He's kind of a good guy.
Yeah,
I think he makes it to the second one. Pretty sure.
I like how she's explaining it to him about like the turtles, and he's like, "Oh, so they're aliens." She's like, "No, that's stupid." It's like-
That's because that was the original idea for that movie.
Yeah.
That people flipped out about.
Oh yeah.
Was that turtles were going to be aliens.
Yeah.
That was the new idea. Well, whatever.
Who cares?
At
We're
that
talking about Mutant and Ninja Turtles. Who cares what the origin is? Who cares?
A lot of people did.
Apparently, but it's
Yeah.
dumb to nitpick that kind of stuff.
No, because is it Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or is it Alien Turtles?
Well, the thing is
the name,
the thing
like-
is the mutagen could have been from space.
That's fine.
So that's what I'm saying. That's probably what it was.
That it is
Yeah,
from space.
that's what I'm saying.
I think it's from an asteroid.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
At least
is
in the
like,
movies, because like I'm pretty sure in the second one there's like just a meteor in the lab.
Yeah.
Like, well, okay.
So that's what I'm saying.
Get into it.
It's like,
and they changed the name of the company. All of a sudden, the like ooze canisters have like the company name on them and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very weird. That's bullshit.
Yeah. Well, I think on that note we should end this episode.
Yeah. I can't believe Van Gogh didn't come up very often.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
but he's not part of these movies. Okay, he'll be part of the new reboot.
Yeah. Well, by the way, we're writing. Steven Spielberg hit us up on Twitter.
Yeah.
And it's happening, guys. It's happening. Give us a like, subscribe, do what you need to do, and be a fan.
Mostly, thank you for listening.
We appreciate everything. So thanks for listening.
And now with that, RJ is going to go cut his own dick off.
I'm doing it right now.
All right. Now. There was a spark.
All right. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.
Peace.